Hello, welcome to Switched On, Paul speaking, and so welcome return to Grid Autosport on the Nintendo Switch. Put out lots of videos when this first came out, and we've had a big amount of interest in them, which is really cool. So hopefully you're still around from those days, and if you are, thank you for sticking with us. The big news today is what the question that everybody was asking ever since Grid launches: is there any online? And finally today, yes, there is online racing in Grid Autosport on the Nintendo Switch, and we're going to take a quick look at it now, and then probably have a bit of a deeper dive over the next couple of days and have some races, and maybe get some of you guys involved if you're free and available. So first of all, here we go. There's a patch to download this morning, came out about 8 o'clock UK time. And it adds the online racing. So here you can see the main menu. We've now got career, local multiplayer, which was in for the last few months. And now we've got a new option of online. So let's have a look. I've not tried this yet, so I don't know if anyone's going to be online. As I said, it's only been out some 45 minutes or so. So we'll have a look. But what I wanted to do is just take you around the menus and show you what everything is. So we've got a quick race option. You can just dive in and race against other people that are waiting. You can race against friends if they're online. You can create a custom cup, which sounds quite a good option if people are going to be doing that sort of in a more organised fashion, have a sort of a series of races. That sounds really cool. My vehicles is interesting. We'll come back to that, and then you can change your online username, which is handy as well. So let's have a look at my vehicles. This is quite a cool thing. You can buy new or used vehicles. Now that's really interesting, isn't it? Because if you buy a used vehicle, it's going to have some miles on the clock and presumably not as good performance-wise, but it's going to be cheaper. So you've got slots here. Let's have a look how many slots we've got. We've got starting with a Volkswagen Golf R, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 slots, and then we can look like we can buy more garage slots when you level up. So that's quite interesting. So you start with 10 vehicles that you can possibly have online, and with the potential to buy more as you level up. So that's cool. Let's have a look at the first empty slot. And as I say, you've got a new vehicle shop and a used vehicle shop. So the used vehicle shop there, pistonheads.com sponsor. I don't know if that's a real sponsor or not. So the new cars, you've still got all the disciplines. So everything from touring, endurance, open wheel, tuners, street cars. My favourite are open wheels. So let's just have a look, see if we can see what the price difference is between a new and a used car. Let's have a look at the Formula C, which I tend to drive around a lot, and the Dallara F312. See there, is going to cost me 50,000 in-game credits to buy that new. Let's have a look and see how much the used price is for the same vehicle. Be good as well if they only had limited vehicles available in the used realm, but there we go. So here you see the F312 is 40,852, so about 10,000 credits less. But you see the bottom condition there, 82%. So that's quite interesting. So if we could press the plus button, I wonder if we could get any idea of the mileage or anything like that. It looks like it's just a flyby of the car. Show history. Oh, we can see the odometer. There we see 55,000 miles on that. So 440 races, 120 wins, 249 podiums, spent 19 days, 18 hours on the track, and had 3 major crashes. So that's really cool. I wonder if you can sell your cars as well. I doubt we'll be able to sell our first car, but let's have a look. Oh, go back into my vehicles. Volkswagen Golf R. Oh, I can view it. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to buy a vehicle, and I think we'll buy a new open wheel vehicle. We'll buy that Class C Dallara if we can. See at the bottom there on the new ones, the conditions obviously 100%. History shows nothing on the clock. Now I just want to purchase this just to see if we can actually sell them. So if we're actually, the used car section is actually people's cars online that they are selling. But into vehicle options, we can sell it. So that's quite interesting. I wonder if when you sell a vehicle, you sell it back to the online lobby for other people to buy. That is really cool, if so. Or whether there's sort of the used car just kind of fictional and with made up stats. But yeah, that's definitely one to look into. I'll be checking that out a bit later. You can repair the vehicle, upgrade it. We've got 3 different upgrades you can apply. Brakes, engine and flywheel. But looks like I can only select brakes. Oh yeah, brakes, engine, flywheel when that vehicle levels up. And you can tune the vehicle and you can put your own livery on it, which which is really cool. Seeing all this in the single player game. I guess what we're really here for, without further ado, is to try and see if there's anybody online that I can take my vehicle in against with its new monster livery. So let's go to a quick race. Now again, this may just fall completely flat. Don't know. Depends if people are still with Grid and are looking forward to the online side of things. Also, it's a very strange time. Sort of America, it's the middle of the night. In the UK, everyone's sort of getting up and going to work, so there may not be anybody online. Looking specifically for this open wheel kind of race, so we're being very specific. What we might have to do is just open up this search a little bit just to see if we've just got generally anyone online for any race. We'll just choose any discipline. So here we go, complete mix of disciplines, but you can choose an individual discipline if you want to. I really do hope people do embrace this, because all being well, I mean, it is the best racing game on the Switch, so if the online side, if they can nail that, then it would be something very special indeed. So there is people online. We've got an American and a German online. I don't know what we're racing. The Intercity Istanbul track. Player options. It's all fine. I don't know how we ready up. I guess we're just waiting for the person to start the race. Oh, it's event in progress, so they're already into that one, unfortunately. Over a 3-lap race. So welcome back. We're going to carry on and try and get this race. It comes up with a voting screen to vote for the next track. So we've got the Autosport Raceway or San Francisco. Let's go for the Autosport Raceway. So 2 of us have voted that way. So that's quite cool. You get a choice of races. And we've got a countdown clock in the top corner. So we're starting in 30 seconds. I guess that gives players time to get involved. You can press X here to get stats of players, so their average finishes, the amount of races they've had, and the winnings that they've earned. So that's pretty cool. That's with the X button at the bottom. We've had someone else join us now, another American. That's cool. So there's 4 of us racing. I'm not really good in these caterhams either, so this is going to be pretty interesting or horrific, depending on which way you look at it. So race is starting in 5 seconds. Now, fingers crossed, we're going to have some good connections. This is going to be the real iron test of Grid Online, isn't it? How are the connections? If it connects well and we don't get any lag or any silliness, then this really could cement itself as the premier racing game on the Switch. Now we've got these little exclamation marks to the left of our names over there. I wonder if that's to do with connections, possibly. I must admit, I'm not in the best location in my house for the best Wi-Fi. So we can change the usual stuff that we can in the single player race at the start here. There's no sort of a countdown or anything forcing us to get on with it. I'm waiting for other players at the moment. But again, as I've said with all my other Grid videos, don't judge me, because as much as I love racing games, I'm not the best at them, and the double whammy of sort of commentating over the top and keeping the video interesting also makes it twice as hard. But hopefully we'll get this race underway in a second. We're just waiting for everybody else to ready up. Here we go, position Q3. Not sure what that means, but it looks like it's a rolling start, so here we go. Not looking forward to this. I hate these cars at the best of times. I'm not that familiar with these tracks. You should have stuck us on Austria. The crazy goons. Well. Looks like the driver in front of us is also similarly not as familiar with the track as we are. still such a great game, Grid, on the Switch. Look at the graphics. I mean, for a game that's, you know, banging on in age, it looks great, especially in this performance mode with the blurred the graphics mode. Sorry, with the sort of the blurred hard 30 frames a second. So we're catching up on in this third place. Oh, and he's clipped us. Well, predictable. In an online race, you're going to get morons. There you go. And our steering's completely knackered. Hopefully, like when you race in Friends, you're not going to get idiots, or at least you're going to be more forgiving. Unfortunately, our steering is completely wrecked, and I'm having to fight just to stay in a straight line. But anyway, ignoring the racing, because that's not really what we're here for. We're here for performance. So far, it's absolutely flawless. As I say, I'm not in the best location at all for my house. It's kind of a Wi-Fi black spot a little bit. And so far, so good. It just feels very much like the offline game. Very smooth, very responsive, no lag. Got a penalty there for going over the wire. Oh, this is just going to be a nightmare, isn't it, with the steering? But yeah. As I say, more important to look at the performance of the game rather than my driving, and happy to report so far it's pretty damn good. So hope that gives you a good idea. I'm not going to subject you to any more of my horrific driving skills in inverted commas, so I will leave this video here this time. Thanks for watching. I will be pursuing more videos during the course of the next day or so. And as I say, if you've got Grid and you've been waiting for the online support, drop your details below. We have got kind of a bit of a Discord going. One of my Twitter followers has got a Grid-specific Discord going, so I'm sure he wouldn't mind sharing those details so we can get some racing going. But there you go. That's Grid Autosport. The new online multiplayer patch came out today, Thursday, the 30th of July, and thankfully it's here at last, and thankfully it seems to be performing admirably. So excellent news all round. Well done, Feral Interactive, and thank you for bringing us online multiplayer. Cheers, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you all next time. See ya. Bye bye.